Well, welcome to another vlog. 5 minutes walking up that hill. That's the hardest 5 minutes B-roll we've ever done. This is not easy to walk on. Right, it's just me, the wife, and you and the GoPro again. It's Christmas Day. I know you're seeing this a couple of weeks late, but we're on Chesil Beach and there's nothing here. Absolutely zero squelch, nothing. It's just complete sea defence for about 5 miles long to stop all that lot being flooded, and it's supposed to catch the high tides in the water. Whew, this was hard work. We're gonna have a walk along, but I've already seen an image at the top here. It's just a beach leading into nothing. Zero, minimalistic, and I like it. There's a mist around, it's very grey. It's yeah, it's grey. I'm not even going to try and pretend it's not. It's grey and drizzly. Bit of fog, bit of mist. Let's see what we can make of this one, eh? Not sure about that. We moved down a little bit. We tried to get the fishermen in. Only handheld. I just wanted a couple of test shots. I'll bob it up anyway, show you what it looks like. But I prefer the shot a bit further up on the top, looking down. 7.1 ISO 100, handheld, and image stabilizer on. The fisherman gives you a little bit of something in the foreground, very minimal, leading off into oblivion, into nothing. Simple little image as that. Hopefully it'll work. You never know. I'll have a look. The nice brown colours of these stones. That should pop out a little bit, but I'm determined to find something along this beach. Definitely determined to find something other than litter. There is litter everywhere, but that could have been washed up. I don't know whether it's been thrown out or just washed up, but there's Subways, there's cans, there's fag packets. I think there's a drink bag under my bag here somewhere. It's just, take your litter home with you guys when you're out. Don't leave it on the beach. I'm hoping you can hear me okay with the sound of the waves and the water behind you. I absolutely adore that sound. The sound of the crashing waves on these shingle beaches and the way it draws back and draws that shingle in is an absolutely astounding sound. One of them sounds I could listen to on my iPhone when I'm going to sleep. So yeah, I do hope you can hear me all right. This is what I've got in my little bag of tricks. I always carry this with me in my camera bag, or my big camera bag anyway. And inside I've got my lead filter holder. Now, I've been a bit concerned about this dropping off and falling into the sea or falling off a cliff. What I've done is I've adapted it. I put one of these little tiny clip things on my filter holder through one of the little screw holes. And I've got a long lanyard on it, which I can now attach to my tripod, knowing full well that this is attached. Now when the tripod's low like this, it's still going to hit the ground and it's still going to smash. I suppose I could wrap it around the camera a little bit, which would make it safer. That way it's only going to fall down to there. But yeah, the idea is I don't lose it off the cliff or lose it in the sea really, to be honest, or in a river. So that'll clip on the front quite nicely. And then I know it's attached, it's not going to get in the way. And like I say, I can wrap it around and make it more secure if I need to. So yeah, a little bit of a DIY job. Thought I'd show you that. I've also do the same with the remote. The remote control's got a little lanyard on it as well. I can put that on my wrist, do the little lanyard up, and I know I'm not going to lose it. And when I'm not using it, I just tuck it in my wrist like that. So it's always there, it's always handy, we can't really lose them. There's your tip of the day. Christmas Day, there's your tip. Get yourself all the presents gone, and just get yourself a lanyard. Right, I've got this image set up. I'm going to put some filters on the front. I'm going to bring the sky down and make it really moody because there's some real dramatic grey stuff up there. I've got a leading line from the shoreline coming in. I've got the fisherman up on the right hand third, and it's just a pretty much 50-50, all sky and all beach. Quite minimalistic, but I think the colours in these whetstones will look pretty awesome. And the movement of the beach, even without a filter, it looks good. I'm just going to try and get the fisherman behind his little tent though, so he's not in the way when I do a longer exposure, that's all. But yeah, all in all, quite a cool, simple little image. I'm going to be about, I reckon, I'm going to move it up to about f8. And then I'm going to do some minimal shots on the beach down here, watching the waves roll away, I think. Quite enjoying this, even though we've just come out. It's so peaceful with the sound of that water, even though it's not peaceful. Denise has found a lovely little bit of sea, I don't know, it's not seaweed, it's, I don't know what it is. She's going to throw it down here. No, she's not, it's gone over there. Let me get it. Mrs. C's on the case. Yeah, we've got this lovely little piece of coral, I think it is. Look at this. Beautiful, isn't it? So I'm going to set this up on the beach in a minute and try and get a nice minimal shot with this and all the pebbles. Denise has just had a go, so I'll show you one of her images as well. I'll show you some of hers anyway. But this is beautiful, so we'll see if we can do something with that. Right, on with this image. Do hope you can hear me. I'm going to keep repeating this because the sound of this crashing is right on your side where the microphone is. I am going to try and uplift my voice to try and override it. Camera set up like I said, leading line from the bottom left hand corner, leading you up into infinity. I've got the fisherman up on the right hand third. I've just dropped in a 6-stop ND grad and a 0.6 neutral density soft grad, just to tone the sky and the water line down. I've got it tilted at a slight angle just to bring it down across the shoreline. It's balanced the histogram off quite nicely. I've got my timer out, I'm on ISO 100 f8, and I'm just waiting now for the tide to come up a little bit higher to give me more water spray or more of the beach line, and then I'm going to take the image. It's just so minimalistic. And a bit of a waiting game. Simples. Right, I just switched it back on. Oh, have we got a bite? Have we got a bite? Just thought we'd come and say hello to this fisherman gentleman, and he's just been telling us a few stories about the beach, and it's 2014, apparently the water was coming up to the top of the shingle, washing over the top of the road and taking all the barrels of the pub away. So I'll try and find a link to their video, and I'll pop the link up somewhere around here so you can all watch it. But this drops off pretty steep here, and within a mile out there it drops off about a mile deep, so it's pretty hefty. So yeah, this guy's fishing. I've not seen him pulling it out of the water just yet, so oh, hang on, we have got some. Yeah, look, we've got some fish. So all's not lost, he's got his dinner for the day anyway. So yeah, good chat. Oh, and he said about this beach as well, it's 18 miles long, and it's actually natural. We thought it was man-made, but it's not, it's actually natural. So yeah, pretty awesome, pretty awesome. So anyway, happy Christmas. And you. Even though you won't be seeing this at Christmas, you'll be seeing it probably 2 weeks after Christmas, but yeah, all good. Right, he needs to pull his fish in. He's going to bring a whale in now and show us how it's done. It's amazing the sort of things you actually do see washed up on the beach like this, because this comes from, well, this is what is this sea? You know me, I'm useless with everything. We're down south. What's this sea? It'd be the between France, the Channel, wouldn't it? I don't know, probably the Channel, or I don't know, something like that. Someone will tell us, let us know anyway. I'm useless with these sort of things, but yeah, the stuff washed up on the beach. We've just seen a toilet seat and part of the toilet system. So like Denise says, it doesn't bode well, does it? There's a toilet there. Now either someone's lost a boat, or the tide was one day and took the toilet away. It just goes into oblivion. Look down there, 18 miles long. We won't be walking all that today, but we are going to try and find something else, even if it's just a minimalistic shot, piece of something on the beach, anything, something, some treasure would be nice. And we're back. Yeah, I've come down the beach a little bit closer now to the water. I've been warned by the fishermen, don't get too close because it will pull you and drag you in. So I'm going to try and keep my distance from the actual water's edge. What I'm liking is the fact that the water just leads into the grey abyss, and you get all these lovely little fingers of water along the shore where the pebbles are slightly raised. I've put the 6-stop hard ND grad on now, and I've put it at an angle so it comes right across the white froth and the sky, so it's bringing the sky back down a little bit and balancing the exposure between the darker pebbles. But you can see where the tide comes up down here, and it sounds fantastic. Yeah, so I've got just a diagonal line. That's all it is, a diagonal line and a white froth. I'm taking several exposures, trying to wait for the water to come up a little bit and just bring a bit of a wash going away. Varying my exposure. I've upped my ISO now to 200, just so I want to get the exposure time about a second, half a second to a second. I'm on f7.1 as well, so I may have to take it up a little bit more. Over a second, second and a half, it just seems too long. So I just want to get it down to about half a second, just to get that draw off. It looks better that way, but I've got this cliffs behind us that way, and I want to use this abyss, this infinity. With 18 miles of shoreline, you're never going to see the end, even on a good day. I'll show you on the back of the camera if I can what I'm looking at. Okay, because you can see there, we've got a nice shoreline leading through there. Just this nice grey abyss in the end and infinity. And I'm on a 2-second timer as well as having this remote in my hand. Got the remote there. And all I'm doing is just waiting for the shoreline to come up. And I try and watch the back of the camera. Shoreline's coming up nice and high now. And it's starting to recede. Click. And then again, I'll click another one just to make sure. And actually I like that one. Beautiful, beautiful soft water there. Horizon line's on a third, and then you got this lovely grey abyss into nothing. very, very minimal, but I absolutely love that image. Really, really nice. We're going to carry on walking along. There's loads of stuff scattered along the beach as you walk along the beach. There's all sorts of stuff down here. We're just listening to the sound of this water. If I go back and without hardly any images today, I really don't care. It's just literally listening to this sound until I go deaf. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right, we've just been sat down here for a little while, just had a bit of cake and a drop of coffee, as you do, and thought we'd better set up and get one of those classic hashtag keep the selfies. So we set up, got a selfie, and I think the sugar from the cake got to our heads a little bit, and we got a little bit daft. So enjoy this little montage of silly images taken on the beach, Compton style. Enjoy. Right, I've set the camera up again. Not sure if you can hear me again because I'm a bit further away from the camera. As you can see down there, there's a little chunk of driftwood. I have not put it in there this time. No artistic flair. That's where it landed on the beach. That's where it's staying. Set the camera up. I'm going to do exactly the same as I've done with the other 3 images today, and that is use the beach as a leading line into the infinity, into the mist, into the fog, and use the foreground interest just to hold the bottom of the interest, or the bottom of the framing, with this piece of driftwood down in the bottom right hand thirds. Camera set up. I'm going to bung on a couple of filters to try and slow the water down to again about a second, and just wait for it to come up the beach. The tide is coming back in now. We've been down here about 3 hours, and pretty much all you've seen is what we've seen. There's nothing down here. It's just shingle, mile after mile and mile after mile after mile after mile of shingle. Pretty cool to walk on. The only problem I have got is I've got people in the image now, so I'm either going to have to clone them out or wait for them to get washed away. One of the two. Right, I'm going to get this image taken before the battery goes flat on the GoPro. Thanks for watching. I know it's been a bit of a simple one, very minimalistic, nothing along this place. Chesil Beach. If you're ever down in this area, you've got to come and have a look at it. It's dead hard to walk on up the hills, but just stay away from the water's edge because it will drag you in. So yeah, till next time, from the wife who's behind, playing Candy Crush or whatever she's doing. No, she's checking all the emails and the social media. Good girl, really.
Just put on your blog that Alistair Mann bought his wife an ironing board for Christmas.
Alistair Mann bot?
Man.
Alistair Mann, you're in big trouble. You bought your wife an ironing board? She's just on Facebook now and she's just seen you bought your wife an ironing board. Tut tut to you, sir. Tut tut. I mean, at least I got my wife advanced driving lessons. I mean, come on. No, till next time, guys. Don't forget, read the comments, like the comments, reply to the comments, and yeah, like and subscribe and all the normal stuff. Till next time, ciao for now. Bye. Cheated. She's definitely cheated.